Spring is here and I have mixed feelings about it. On one hand, I love the warmer weather, the blooming flowers, and the longer days, which will be on site on the 1st of October. On the other hand, but not really, but I don't like, to put it simply, the allergies, the bugs, I can't forget when I got stung by a bee.
Oh my god!
And the pollen. Let me tell you more about what I love and about spring. For others, spring is their favorite season of the year, but not for us. There are many reasons why other people love spring. First of all, spring is the time of renewal and rebirth. What? They're gonna get reincarnated? Everything comes back to life after the cold and dark winter. Now I knew there was something edgy about those plants. The trees sprout new leaves, the flowers bloom, the birds sing, and the animals wake up from hibernation. It's amazing to see how nature transforms itself in such a short time. Secondly, spring is the time of joy and happiness. The weather is warmer and sunnier and the days are longer. Winter is actually really cold and depressing. Sorry for those people. I feel more energetic and optimistic in spring. I enjoy spending time outdoors. Not really, because dun dun dun! Walking, biking, gardening, or just relaxing in the park. Well, we don't actually do that rarely. Thirdly, spring is the time of learning and growth. Spring inspires me to try new things, learn new skills, and challenge myself. I like to read books, obviously. I also like to travel to new places, meet new people, and experience different cultures. Spring is a great opportunity to expand my horizons and discover new possibilities. But before we continue, let me tell you a story. You love stories, right? I know that there's a lot of marites here who are watching or just listening. I know who you are. Yeah, I just want to acknowledge your presence. Before we do though, make sure you like this video, subscribe, or follow to the channel or page if you have not already, and ring that notification bell so that you will never miss any uploaded video. The story is about a flower. Being a person who grew up in a tropical country where we rarely see a blooming flower unless you reside in Baguio, just like in a place where spring is more evident, or a country with 4 seasons. My mom hasn't really traveled, when she was young, yes, to those countries, and they were not privileged to do so because there was no budget airlines before. Thanks to Pacific Southwest Airlines for being the first airline to offer fares that were up to 60% lower than their competitors. Because of you, life of most people here has changed, and everyone can fly. She got a lot of questions that never got answered until she saw them in person. Like this flower. How come that this flower, my mom speaking on this artificial flower that sells in the market that grow on its step and there's no leaves, ever exists? The magnolia tree. And at that time, she doesn't know that they were called magnolia. And I didn't know as well. There's only one magnolia that I know, and she knows as well. This magnolia. It's a magnolia ice cream. My mom was unknowledgeable, or I guess maybe she was unaware when she was growing up. Or as a kid in the early 90s, if you are living in the Philippines, when someone says magnolia, you are referring to an ice cream parlor. Disclaimer! This content is not a paid advertisement. This information provided is not influenced or sponsored by any external parties for promotional purposes. Magnolia Ice Cream is a premium brand of ice cream that offers a variety of flavors inspired by the tropical fruits of the Philippines, or even the weirdest flavor that you can think of, like queso, aka cheese. It has become a household name in the Philippines and a favorite among Filipinos around the world. She remembered this so vividly that her favorite ice cream when she was young was Magnolia queso flavor ice cream, cheese, with a lot of cheese bits that you can experience in every bite. I know some of you think that cheese flavor ice cream is a weird thing, but trust me on this. If you ever get a chance to visit the Philippines, you must try cheese flavor ice cream and put that in your bucket list. Just try. And let me know or rage in the comment section what's your reaction. I love hearing from you guys. Moving on. Okay, let's go back to the magnolia tree. Magnolia trees are among the most ancient and diverse flowering plants in the world. They have been around for over 100 million years. That's a long time. And have evolved to adapt to different climates and habitats. like I said, really old. Magnolia trees are known for their large, fragrant, and showy flowers that come in various colors and shapes. I wonder what they looked like 100 million years ago. Some magnolia species are evergreen, while others are deciduous, shedding their leaves in autumn. Magnolia trees are also valued for their ornamental and medicinal uses, as well as their ecological importance. One of the most iconic symbols in the Disney movie, Mulan, is the magnolia tree. The magnolia tree is first introduced in the opening scene of the movie, where Mulan is getting ready for the matchmaker. She picks a magnolia blossom, puts it in her hair, hoping to impress the matchmaker and bring honor to her family. However, things do not go as planned and Mulan fails the test. She returns home feeling ashamed and unworthy and sits under the magnolia tree. Her father, Fuzzo, joins her and comforts her, telling her that the flower is still beautiful even if it blooms late. This foreshadows Mulan's journey of overcoming challenges and discovering her true identity. Later in the movie, after Mulan decides to take her father's place in the army, she cuts her hair with a sword under the magnolia tree. This is a symbolic act of leaving behind her old life and taking on a new role as a soldier. She also takes a magnolia blossom with her as a reminder of her family and her roots. The magnolia tree is thus a symbol of Mulan's transformation and growth. The final scene of the movie shows Mulan returning home and reuniting with her family under the magnolia tree. She presents her father with the Emperor's crest and Shan Yu's sword, but he tosses them aside and hugs her, saying that the greatest gift and honor is having you for a daughter. He then notices the magnolia blossom in Mulan's hair and smiles, knowing she has found happiness and peace. The magnolia tree is thus a symbol of Mulan's honor and love, as well as her connection to her family and culture. The magnolia tree in Mulan is a powerful and meaningful symbol that reflects Mulan's character arc and the themes of the movie. It shows how Mulan grows from a timid and insecure girl to a confident and heroic woman who defies expectations and follows her heart. The magnolia tree is a reminder that beauty can be found in diversity, adversity, and authenticity. Hey, why are we talking about Mulan? Let's go back to Spring Has Sprung and the real-life magnolia tree. Let's go! Now, in conclusion, spring is a wonderful season that I look forward to every year. Well, I don't because of dun dun dun! It brings me joy, hope, and inspiration. Well, I don't get inspired from dun dun dun! I hope you also like spring and enjoy its benefits. Spring is supposed to be a season of joy, renewal, and beauty, right? Well, most of the time, spring is not for me, and for other people, I guess. I know many people love spring, but I have to admit that I dislike the season. Here are some of the reasons why I dread the arrival of spring every year. And the main reason is dun dun dun! I don't actually have a phobia of it. I just don't like them. The allergies. Spring is also the season of sneezing, achoo, itching, and watery eyes. Oh, where's everything? I can't see anything. Spring is the worst time for people who suffer from allergies like Mama, maybe me. She or me suffers from hay fever and pollen allergies, and they make her or my life miserable. The pollen, the dust, the mold, the grass, the flowers, they all or her make me sneeze, itch, and cough. And she or me has to take antihistamines every day, carry tissues everywhere, and don't get me started on the eye drops and the nasal sprays, and avoid certain places or activities. I don't like feeling sick and miserable all the time. The pollen. Spring is when the pollen count is high and everything is covered in yellow dust. I don't like how it gets into my eyes, nose, mouth, and hair. It makes me sneeze, cough, and itch. It also makes everything dirty and sticky. The bugs. Spring is when the insects come out of their hiding places and invade our homes and gardens. Spiders, ants, bees, wasps, mosquitoes, flies, you name it. Especially the villainous bee. Dun dun dun! They bite me, annoy me, and make me paranoid. I have to check every corner of our house, use repellents, traps, and sprays to keep them away. So there you have it, what I love and hate about spring. How about you? Do you share my feelings or do you have different opinions? Let me know in the comments below. And thanks for watching this video. Go leave a like down the bottom of the video. Do it. Go do it. I'm not stopping you. See you in the next videos, my dear repeaters. Bye-bye to all of my repeaters. That is all from Cook Repeat.